Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we started with the revision of first chapter. We saw that the points to be remembered from the Navneet Digest. So now from today we are going to start with the revision from the textbook. So let's start with the revision with the first chapter. So the first chapter of accounting is totally theory based. So you have to memorize the theory. So let's start with the accounting, meaning of accounting. So definition of accounting is, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is an art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. So this is the main definition of accounting. So I want you guys to remember this accounting definition word to word, because it is very important to write the definition of accounting word to word. So I want you guys to by heart this accounting definition. Next topic is characteristics of accounting. So first characteristics is financial characteristics. So transactions or events which are recorded in accounting is always measurable in monetary value. For example, 10,000 kg of chemical is purchased. So the value of this purchase has to be determined in terms of money. So the transactions or events whichever are taking place should be measurable in monetary value. So it should have a financial characteristic. Second is money as a medium of exchange. So transaction and events is recorded in accounting come into existence through the usage of money. Then third characteristic is classification and analysis of transaction. In accounting, there are different types of transactions are recorded. So these transactions are made in cash forms, non-cash forms, on a credit form. So these transactions are performed for any income, expenses, assets or liability based activity. So these transactions needed to be classified and analyzed on the basis of their nature, which is derived from debit-credit rules. Then fourth characteristic is interpretation of transaction. So in accounting, only accounts are not prepared, but after accounts are prepared as per the rules and regulations, they are also interpreted on the basis of disclosed details. Then fifth is quantitative information. Information is recorded in accounts is in the monetary form, is always in the monetary form. Then sixth is economic decisions. So in this, different stakeholders take their decisions based on accounts prepared by accounting. For example, creditors make decision to lend money to the company. Potential shareholders make decision to invest their funds. Then seventh characteristic is historical information. So in accounting, all past transactions and events are recorded, and these past transactions or events becomes the history. So these were the following characteristics of accounting. Then next is objective of accounting. So first objective is permanent records. It means that in accounting, transaction and events are recorded in written form, and these records are kept either in the form of books or recorded in the computer on permanent basis. Then second objective is to know the effect of each transaction. So each transaction has its effects on overall profitability or economic conditions of the business. So accounting helps in obtaining this information, whether it is profitable or not to the business. Then third objective is to know the influential factors. This means that the information of factors affecting profit or loss as well as the economic condition of the business can be obtained by preparing accounts. Then fourth objective is to determine the tax liability. Fifth objective is to know the quantum, or we can say size of payables. how much. It means that in business, in place of cash transactions, credit transactions are also made. For example, purchase of raw material on credit. So however, this payment is to be made in the future. So till the non-payment of this transaction, it is treated as liability. So at the end of the year, what is quantum of liability or size of liability can be ascertained by preparing the accounts. Then sixth objective is to know the quantum of receivables. Like credit purchase, goods are also sold on credit to customers. So this amount is receivable in the future. So until the non-receipt of this amount, it is shown in the books of as the receivables. So this information can also be obtained by preparing accounts. Seventh objective is to measure the profitability of business. Eighth is to know the economic status of the business. And the last objective is to detect and avoid the errors and frauds. Then next thing that you learned was about the advantages of accounting. So first advantage is availability of accounting information. Second is to know the profitability. Third is to know the financial status. Fourth is tax planning. Fifth is valuation of business. Sixth is decision making. Seventh is as an evidence. And eighth is comparison with past operations. Ninth one is moral control. 10th is corrective measures. So these were the following advantages of the accounting. Then next is limitations of accounting or disadvantages of accounting. First is non-financial transaction. Second limitation of accounting is stable value of money. Third is historical transactions and events. Fourth is avoidance of market value. Fifth is use of estimates. Sixth is dual standards. So these are the limitations of accounting. Then next topic is accounting as a language of business. So you also learned that accounting is both science as well as an art. Because why it is science? Because like science is always based on rules and principles. Correct? The same way accounting is also a science because accounts are formed or accounts are like prepared on the base of the accounting rules and regulations. That's why it is also said that accounting is a science. And why accounting is also art? Because apart from science, accounting is also an art because accounting is mainly categorized into three categories. First is financial accounting, second is cost accounting, third one is management accounting. So keeping the limitations of this accounting in mind, the specific skills like skill is required to prepare the accounts. Correct? Therefore, presentation of anything in a different manner without changing its nature and meaning, that is known as art. Therefore, accounting is also an art. Then next is qualitative characteristics of accounting information. So we are going to stop here. In the next video, we will be continuing with the remaining topics. And if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.